Do you know why smart bosses and good company will always do company incentive tour for their employees or their top sales? There are 5 reasons. Number 1, they want to make their employees, their team member, their top sales happy. But by giving salary or bonus or so-called incentive or commission, it will never be enough. In the mind of the employees, this is what we work and hard for and earn for the company. And company makes so much money and pay us so little only. Okay, so by giving, no matter how much you give to them, it will never be enough. So they always expect something more. Sometimes by throwing them a birthday party, they will have a surprise and be motivated. But then there's one way they always expect company to do and be excited one. It's company trip. By the time you mention it, the time they plan it, and they get excited already. And then the morale, the motivations, and if there is a KPI to fight for it, they will go for it because this is something that everyone always loves to travel around, to enjoy life, So number 1, why we do company trip is because we want to make our employees happy. This is what smart boss and good company will do. Number 2, it is a good way, a company trip is a very good way to help employees to release their stress. It's always very stressful to look at the computer and the phone and in the production lines every day doing the routine job, Of course, you say, yeah, they only work for 8 or 10 hours or even the overtime, 12 hours. That's even worse, there are overtimes of 12, 14 hours. And they have time to go back and rest one, ma. Sometimes they have Saturday and Sunday. But when we work and we go home, there are family commitments, house call, taking care of kids. Sometimes we need to just have a brain rest. Sometimes it's not easy, company will still have nighttime communications and things to do. All right. So by having a company trip, going outside the workforce, going outside the comfort zone, going outside the routine environment, we actually help the employees and our team member to get out from the stressful environment. Okay, when they look at the nature, when they enjoy the sea, okay, for a moment, for a short break, even for a short break, they will get released. You see, their brain will get released, at least forget about the job for a little bit, and just get stress release. That's very, very important. In fact, it is one of the most important factor why a stressful environment, especially a production line or a workforce that's always use of brain or fight for or targets and then goals, you need to have this company trip, incentive trip to release your stress. This is what smart boss and good company will do. Number 3, why do company trip? It's because it will enhance communications and relationship between the two employees. Many of times, even though we work with a very close up and confined environment, and even morning we come in, we just sit down and do our jobs and stress and work and before we finish our job, we have to rush back because to beat the traffic jam, to prepare dinner, to take care of kids and what's not. Even though we are very close, maybe especially in the production line, there's not much communication opportunity for employees to communicate and to really know each other, so they will have this bonding. Always people like to use company trip or team building, team bonding activities to do this. Actually, if you plan well, a normal company trip with some activities would achieve this simple goal to enhance communication with among employees, because they will be in traveling for 2-3 days, not talking about work, but then they have opportunity to talk about life, to talk about their goals, to really release the tension, to really talk about the family, so that then employees will have better bonding by understanding each other better, knowing each other family, and uh, talk in depth communication outside the companies and the work. So it's a different talk and a different kind of relationship bonding is very important. So as a good company and smart boss, they will use company trip as a platform opportunity to make their team member and employees bond better and communication better and understanding each other better. That's why this money paid is very worth it if you can plan and achieve this objective. Okay. Number four, why good company and smart boss organize company trip? It's simply because to let the employees, especially those very confined at their local community one, go outside their comfort zone, go outside their community, go to see the world and broaden the horizon. Why we need this? Because sometimes we just cannot think out of a box when we face problems. Because you're in a confined place, this environment, a lot of times our thoughts, our thinking, our plannings are bound to a small area and community because we are in that environment. It's very hard to get out. Okay, get out. So I myself, I like to do a lot of thinking while I'm driving around, not sitting having coffee or sitting on my bed and do the thinking. I can't. I simply have to go around and see outside world and reach out to the sky, to the nature, okay, to the sea sometimes to actually get better ideas or solution for my planning or my problems. Okay, so the same thing that a smart boss and good company have to do is give the opportunity for the employees and team members to go outside, see the world, broaden the horizons, and it would help them to think better, to think more creative, to think out of the box when they face problem in the workforce. Okay, if your company trip can achieve this, okay, it's actually worth a lot of money, okay, for company and smart bosses to organize company trip. Number five, why good boss and smart boss will organize company trip for their employees? That is to create testimony. Okay, along the way when we do business, we collect testimony, product testimonies and service testimony from our customers. That is very important because we will use this testimony to actually get new customers, to get customers to give us new referral to at the end of the day just to get more business, okay, and more sales, to increase our sales. However, have you ever think of collecting employees testimony? Because employee testimony will help us to do two things. Number one, it will help us to lure more talents, good people to come in and work for the company. All right. Sometimes people say, "Oh, it's very hard to do recruitment. It's very hard um, to do hiring." Actually, it's a very tedious process to do hiring to get people in. But if you think out of the way, think out of the box, we can actually lure and attract good talents and good employees to our company by using our own employees' testimony. But why employee can give you testimony? It's because the company have done something different rather than pay salary on time, give bonus, which is they expected that anyway because they think they make money for company and they deserve the bonus anyway. All right, by creating a memorial company trip, actually this could serve as a good testimony for employees to share with their friends and with the potential talents and employees that may want to work for you, okay, and grow your business. And also, I find this employees testimony useful because at one incident, my customer come to the company. We organize an event. My customers see my employees and ask, "How is your boss? How is your company?" Normally, in front of us, what can they tell? They just can tell, "Oh, my boss very good. My company very good." But it's not sincere one. If they answer like that, it's not sincere one, because my customers will continue to ask, "How good is your boss? How good is your company?" Then most of the people will start there. Good lah, good is good lah. No, I cannot explain. Good is good. Then you know it's not sincere. That answer is not sincere. But my employees answered like this. The answer was like this, and my friend was very impressed. He said, "Oh, my company very good. One time we go one time, not every year. One time we go company trip. Where we go? We go Hong Kong. We go Shenzhen. For a week, and company paid one. We go enjoy food. We go enjoy shopping, and it's very good." My customers are so impressed. Wow, your company is so strong and so caring and so good to your employees. You even have company trip to overseas. I only have company trip in Malaysia and locally only. Your company go overseas. Wow, your boss must be very good. And later this customer become a very loyal customer of ours and also become my good friends. Okay, this is something I didn't expect. I really didn't expect, but this is something that my employees really give the testimony and help us to get to strengthen our relationship with our customers, maybe with our suppliers, and even potential investors in the future. Because when they do due diligence, they will always go to the ground, ask employees, how is your boss? How's your company? And what do you expect your employees tell your investors, your bankers, your suppliers, and your customers? You must create a topic for them to say good things about the company. And what this topic commonly is a memorial company trip. Okay, that is why smart boss and good company utilize company trip to actually create testimonies for employees and to learn new to strengthen the relationship with customers, to get finance, to get partners, to get to really give the credibility for the boss and the company. I hope you will also organize a good and memorial company trip for your employees, for your team, for your top sales, so that they can bring more money. When you spend on them, they can bring more money back to you.